Queen's Gambit, the Spanish, French defense, Carl Khan defense, Albin counter gambit. These are all openings that I just learned 5 minutes ago from this book by International Master Jeremy Silman. And so you know what else is on International Mastery? My ability to inconsistently upload for this series. But that all changes today. With my mastery of only one of the 5 openings that I just named and having the free time of a college graduate without a job, for all of December, I'm going to be playing chess and trying to reach Elo 1K. But yeah, on a serious note, it's been a little while since I last uploaded a video for my series Mission Elo 1K. I think it's been like close to a year. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how fast time kind of flew by. But yeah, I really want to continue this series because I guess I'm pretty passionate about chess and I play it a lot on my free time. So yeah, with that being said, let's just get into our first game here. All right, so I'm finally logged back in on, I guess, kind of this dedicated account that I made for this series. And so just kind of looking at my stats. Okay, last game I won. That's a dub. That's a plus. And I'm at 619, which is actually kind of close to Elo 1000. So I'm actually not sure how quick or not quick I will do this. Since a little bit of spoilers or some insider news for you guys, but on my own like actual personal THOMIANY account, I'm like almost close to 1200 Elo. We don't talk about that. I'm gonna try to hit, I guess, Elo 1K again on this account since I remember it took me a really long time to do it on the personal. Anyways, let's stop yapping and let's get into our game. Just kind of as a refresher in terms of, I guess, how this kind of works. I just play 2 10-minute rapid games since that's just what I'm used to playing, I guess, chess games on. And yeah, it's basically that simple. So let's go play and see who we're facing. We got Dilara Sitter, and they seem to be French. Now I am going to play the French defense. This was not the opening. Actually, wow. My apologies. This is the Alekhine that I'm playing. The one opening that I was referring to that I actually know pretty well is the Albin counter gambit, which if I get white, then I am 1000% playing that. But I guess the only opening that I know for black kind of okay is the Alekhine, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And so they just played d4. I am going to put pressure on their queen. It's also been a little while since I've, I guess, tried to commentate and play at the same time. What I've noticed about myself is that I can't really multitask. So we'll kind of see how this goes. But okay, we traded bishops, which is totally okay. That's fine. Let's just keep on developing. There's nothing too threatening going on, and yeah, we're just playing very basic moves. I hope this is entertaining since it's been a fat minute since I've done a recording for this video. Okay, so they castled. That's not bad. What do I want here? This is quite peculiar. I guess I could press the center with my pawn. I think that's actually probably not the best move. If I'm gonna be honest here, but I'm just trying to find some openings. Okay, that is a pretty good move by white here. Knight to g5. Okay. 'Cause then what? He's gonna want to take that pawn on f7, which I do not really like. I do not like that very much, if I'm gonna be completely honest. So I'll do that. And then I probably want to kick out that knight because I don't want anything getting too close to my base. Mm-hmm. You know what? I I don't mind that. So I'll take back with my pawn here. Uh, Obviously he's not gonna do knight to d5 or anything crazy like that. I kind of actually like how this pawn is pretty well supported by my knight and my queen, because then that'll start to give me opportunities for support points on e4 and c4. But now he's kind of pressuring with his bishop. He's realized he has a hanging pawn there now ever since he moved his bishop. One thing that I've realized, I guess, about myself playing chess is that I'm very slow to finding, I guess, my opponent's mistakes. Like, I always get so caught up in what I want to do that I never realize that sometimes my opponent can do something like, well, essentially blunder their pawn. So, with enough talking and thinking that I'm still in the clear here, I'm going to take that pawn and put a lot of pressure now on his queen. Another pawn there, possibly, if he's not careful with what he does with the queen. But you know what? This is all right. I also gotta really figure out how to see other people's elos, I guess, because for some reason on this account I can't see uh, elos. But at the same time, I guess it's kind of nice because I guess I'll never know if I'm getting destroyed or winning against, I guess, a good or bad person. So enough. Yeah, this is I'm gonna take a moment here and check in with you guys to see if you're really enjoying this content that I'm making. Please leave in the comments how you feel about this series. Um, I have fun doing it, but once again, I can't really multitask, and I gotta take a lot of time to think through my steps. All right, so the obvious is right here, hanging knight. We don't want that. So you know what I'm gonna do? Give it a support point, because once again, in this book, Sealman makes he's pretty adamant, I think, about support points. Um, Actually, I don't know, but that was just one topic in the book, and that's all I pretty much live by now. Just give your pieces enough, as many support points as possible, and you're basically in the clear. Um, but you know what? I don't think I hate my position. It looks relatively solid. Yeah, look at that. And look at that. I can't believe it. They blundered again. Actually, they didn't really. Because then they'll leave that pawn exposed. Um, you know what? Well, I don't like how this is still aiming there. So I was thinking about kicking it out with my um bishop to d6. I also want to kick out that knight finally. And what else? What else? What else can you ask for? What else can you ask for? You know what? Ooh, hmm. There we go. That was my executive decision. I want the knight gone. What? Oh, you know what? They're so cool for that. Except, I mean, that doesn't. Why would you? That's just a free knight, I think. Because if they're thinking this, it's like, what's the point? It's like, okay, it's gonna draw out. It's gonna draw out my king later. They check me. I take queen. They take my queen back, and then I take with. But right, I'm not crazy to think that that's just a free knight. I hope not. Um, so you guys, you see, sometimes in chess, you will take a hard blunder like that and pay in the worst possible way. So um, yeah, queen to a b8 was definitely checkmate. So we're gonna do a new 10-minute match, and I'm going to try to focus more. And the chess gods have blessed me with white, which means I'm about to show you guys my power with the Albin counter gambit, because it's the only opening with white that I'm actually good with, and I know how to play relatively well. Let me not get booted off and lose this opportunity. So okay, d4. Then you play something like c4. I'm really goddamn embarrassed that I got checkmated that easily last match. I'm rusty. That's my excuse. I'm just joking. I was winning like crazy yesterday. But okay, c4. Usually they're supposed to play e5. Then you take e5 from d4. So d4 takes e5, and then you just develop your knights. You push up g3 to get ready for the fianchetto. So I don't know why I'm explaining all this when I could just do it. I don't think this opening has like really big advantages or disadvantages for either side. Um, I just like it because it just sets up my side pretty well. Like, right? Like I could already get my bishop positioned. For example, I'm already castled. I can now push up my knight to e5. Has a support point. I know he could take it, but then I could just take back with my pawn, for example. So if I go here, sure, his knight could take it. But then I could just take back with my pawn on d4. On d4, then puts pressure on their knight on f6. I know I'm kind of being a huge nerd here. Oh wait, here we go. So this is actually kind of a big blunder by them, because now I have this, and now you either gotta, well, there's a few things you could do. Break your castle by moving your king. You obviously don't want to put your queen there. You could cover with your knight, but buddy, I got your rook. I got your rook. There we go. Feels good. I definitely need a big comeback after what happened in last game. I gotta be wary of this, but they don't have their like squared bishop anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Um, and we're chilling. They want to give away a pawn, which is, you know, completely understandable with the position that they're in. So fun stuff. I gotta once again remember. Oh wait, I can see Elos now. Oh, look at that. I probably had to play like a certain number of games to see it, or I don't know. Unless chess.com just started to decide to work. Okay, so I am now a 532 facing a 515. I should realistically win this game by a lot. And I also have to kind of wrap it up here because I have an interview call soon. So there's that. Let's not leave my knight hanging. That was very close. Let's, I guess, get my bishop in a active square. You know, let's see. I guess if he notices this is a 500. Okay, that's good. I can now do this and break their castle. I mean, if I wanted to put my knight here, throw him in check, he could go there. But I don't want to stretch out myself too thin by putting a lot of my pieces in the action here. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay. I like what I'm seeing. Is there a way I could do a discover check? Yes, I can. Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done, bro. Wait. Yeah, that's a discover check. There we go. Got your queen. Got your queen. This is looking pretty good for me. Even though I feel like I'm kind of bullying this 500, and they resign. Look at that. We got a win. I know those were 2 games, and those were 2 very quick games, I think. Those were 2 very quick games, but I do not have time for one more, if I'm going to be honest.